guys are doing well. So as you can see, I have quite a bright background. It's because I'm back in my hometown in my room, and it is not the perfect lighting for making ASMR videos. The room is a little bit too bright, but still it's quite obvious that blue, any shade of blue is my favorite color. So it is quite apparent. So if it's visually too bright for you, I apologize. So anyways, I came to my hometown and I'm probably gonna stay here for a week or so, mainly for the Eid celebration of sacrificing an animal. We did that today, and I didn't think of making any ASMR video today, but I thought, why not? Since I brought my microphone, might as well just make a video. It's a little bit of change from my usual background. So a change is always welcome, right? People like change. Like how I'm not gonna say. Okay. How my exes like the idea of changing people. Yeah, something like that. So people like change. We always like the new best thing. So this room is quite pretty, I would say. In my understanding, I like it. That's why I decorated it this way. Not I, but my family did. But they asked for my choice, and this was my choice. So yeah, I thought make an ASMR video here, but I didn't know what I wanted to talk about, so I just thought, why not make hand sounds videos with just random whispers. So let's talk about living in my hometown. When you come back to your hometown after a little bit of break, they start, I don't know, treat you different because they always keep asking, like, are you making money? You have been away for so long. You have been studying for so long. Have you got a job? Are you making money? Are you earning stuff? And it gets quite tiring because I don't want to talk about my career with people. Like, does it matter if I make a lot of money? No. Does it matter if I'm broke? No. As long as I'm not begging them for money, why do they care? So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to visit my hometown that much, because all they care about is what you have been doing outside of the place. And well, I've been outside because I wanted to get rid of few people. Yeah. You guys can be nice, but you can also be quite judgmental. And sometimes I just want to be left alone. And by sometimes, I mean 99.99% of the times. And people, when they do not leave me alone, I have to be forced to give them some reasons to leave me alone. But then they say I'm not a nice person. So it is what it is. That's why I always avoid people, so that they would rather think of me as an antisocial person than think of me as a rude person, which I can be. So it's like a moral dilemma where those people think that I'm just an anxious, antisocial, scared little boy that doesn't know how to socialize with people. Meanwhile, I just don't want to socialize, because if they ask enough questions to get me triggered, then they would not wanna socialize with me in the first place. Because I would give them a lot of verbal triggers that would trigger them, if that makes any sense. And then they would say, oh my god, your dad used to be such a kind-hearted person. How can you be his son and be like that? Well, I'm not my dad. I'm never gonna be environments. And sometimes this gets tiring because when you live in isolation, which I do a lot of the times, what happens is that at some point you start missing all the social interaction that you did with people, and you start not feeling so human. You feel anxious, you feel social anxiety, you feel awkward, and most importantly, you stop feeling like a human being. So then I go socialize with people, and they never fail to remind me why I don't want to socialize in the first place. Because I don't know if it's something with my face or something. It's like a big red target on my face, and it's probably written on my face that bully me. And they expect me to accept their bullying. And now bullying can be of different sorts. Like the ones that these people do is like, oh my, this person is doing this. He's that like 5 years younger than you. That person is doing this. He is doing this. He's doing that. And what are you doing with your life? Well, I'm still outside of jail because I'm not doing anything to you. How about that? So these are the reasons why sometimes I don't want to visit my hometown. But then again, another thing is that when you're away from these people, like the people in your neighborhood for so long, they show so much love and affection. Like you realize that they miss you and they want you to do better. But the way they approach to inspire you to be better is not the right way, and they come off as judgmental. It's like an endearing term I'm using because these people do not realize that being judgmental can also be harmful. They always think that if I degrade him, maybe he'll do something of his life. These people think this way. So they'll taunt you, mock you, thinking that maybe he'll make something of himself. But then again, they don't want you to succeed more than they are successful, if that makes any sense. As long as you're just a little bit below them but successful enough, they're happy with you. But if they start feeling that you're doing better than them, then they try to put you down in different ways. Then they'll act like, oh well, I'm happier than you. You're probably making more money, but I'm happier. And it's such a culture where you compare yourself with people that envy and jealousy can also be seen within me. Like, I've also been guilty of putting people down because I didn't like the way they escalated in success. And that is the reason why most of the time when I Facebook, I unfollow people that post about their good stuff, like, good for you, brother, good for you. I don't care. I don't want to be happy for you. My life is miserable. It's not miserable, but not as good as yours. The way you're portraying, I know your life isn't that great either, bro. But I just don't like seeing good stuff all the time. It makes you feel like trash. Some people are honest enough to admit it. Some people are not. But if there's nothing going on in your life, which is like 90% of every human life, and you keep seeing your friends posting good stuff all the time, it gets tiring because that one friend is having the 10% happy moment of his life and he is sharing it. But then you have like 200 friends. Every other day, one of those friends are having that good moment of their life. So 365 days you keep seeing someone popping up on your feed doing some good stuff, happy stuff, fulfilling stuff, and you just keep on sitting here wondering, here I am not doing anything with my life, and you feel miserable, you feel like trash, you is why I try not to meddle too much in social media. And another reason why I don't interact with people too much, because I don't know, there's something about me, they feel like I'm quite an approachable guy. I try to make a resting bitch face, but it doesn't usually work because I have like soft features that are quite welcoming. So people eventually come to me, talk to me. I try not to be rude. They keep getting closer to me, and then they think they can make comments about me. And then they see that, oh my god, this guy's not as welcoming as I think he is. Because when I unintentionally attacked him, he got quite defensive and started acting rude. And then they have a different idea of me in their head. And it's really difficult to change that impression once you make on people. So yeah, this is it. I'm sweating like a pig. What's new? The grass is green, sky is blue. And if you eat too much, you gotta go poo. Anyways, take care, stay safe, and we'll hope to see you again within this week again. Take care. Goodbye.